Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Matt Carter. Me and my beautiful wife Veronica go out to garage sales, thrift stores, and the good old bins, and also ship things out on eBay like today. But we also did something crazy. Well, by we, I mean me. I sold at the biggest Calgary toy Comic-Con video game expo. It was basically everything. It was essentially like Fan Expo in Toronto, but in Calgary. I think it's called a Calgary Expo. So it was interesting. I wasn't selling my own things. I was actually selling with a booth that was doing a lot of video games. As a friend here in Calgary, they have a massive collection, and it was really eye-opening. I'm going to talk about that in today's video as I'm getting some things ready to ship out on eBay. And the first thing to actually ship out was something we sold from the good old bins. We actually bought it from the good old bins, and we sold it on eBay, I should say. And that is a vintage Mighty Morphin's Power Rangers figure. And it's actually right here on this wall. Very, very cool, very vintage, in decent condition. Not 100% complete, but still, nonetheless, in very good condition considering the age. We actually accepted an offer for $65. We had this listed for around $100 for a long time, but you know what? Thought that $65 was a fair enough offer considering it was up there for maybe about 3 months. So we're gonna get this also ready to ship out today. I'm gonna put it right over here. This one my wife already took upstairs, but we sold a massive Lego Harry Potter's castle that our friend gave us at the good old bins. We actually are shipping it locally. It was on Facebook Marketplace. We couldn't verify that it was 100% complete. Well, we know it wasn't complete because not all the minifigures are there, but when it comes to like the actual blocks to build the castle, we weren't sure, but it looks very complete. We said about 90 to 99% complete. We actually accepted an offer for about $140 to ship out on Facebook Marketplace. They're actually not too far away, but it's definitely heavy, so I'm looking at least $20 to $25 minimum to ship this out, even like flat rate shipping wise. So it's going to be a little pricey, but I think it was worth it considering we mostly go after minifigures now, and there wasn't any minifigures there apart from like the little small ones that go on the castle. So we're going to get that also ready to ship out today. Okay, with the next stuff, we have to go into the room to grab. We actually sold a PlayStation 1 game. There it is, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. We had it in the store for maybe about 3 or 4 months as well. Oh, that was terrifying. Okay, don't do that ever again, Matt. Okay, this is the trouble of filming while you're doing this. But anyways, this game right here was the only one to sell on the weekend, which is interesting because I'm going to talk about something in just a second, which was very eye-opening, and it might change the way I do things in the future, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. But the Phantom Menace nevertheless sold for $16 on eBay, and we're going to get this ready to ship out as well today. And that thing that was eye-opening was the selling at the massive expo. It was wild. While the tables were expensive, I do think it might be worth it more or less to try to do that once a year rather than do all these small little shows, which take a lot of work. You know, you're getting a 4-day chance to sell your inventory instead of just like the 1-day shows. And we only do about 4 to 5 shows a year. So you slash all those and then you just sell for a lot more. Obviously the tables, it's like you're looking at a few $1,000s. But from what I've seen is just from talking to other vendors while I was there trying to, utilize that to my ability, I was able to see that what I sell, which would be Lego at this show, would do very well. In fact, a lot of the vendors that were there were selling mostly like fake Lego and like off-brand Lego, but they were packaging in a cool way. And I was like, holy crap, if this stuff is selling and it's fake Lego, what if I actually brought real Lego, like authentic Lego? And people who were at this con were ready to spend. At the booth that I was selling at with my friend, they did like close to $50,000. I think it might have even been more than $50,000 in sales in 4 days. So even with the table cost and other costs and just like, let's say just time away, if you're gonna charge yourself an hourly rate, it was still really worth it. So especially at the cost and the margins that we get Lego at, which is mostly at the good old bins, we still find collections on Marketplace and we still like buy from other sources. But I think that we can do incredibly well if we were to sell this type of stuff at an expo like this. And I might look into that for next year. So if I end up selling next year and I'm still making videos on YouTube, stay tuned for that because it's going to be absolutely insane. And I'm really looking forward to potentially selling at an expo and seeing if we can actually do like 20,000 plus throughout the whole weekend. Okay, another item sold, and that was a jelly cat. It was actually one of the more expensive jelly cats we got. It's a green dinosaur. Now, I think I put it down in this section here. Could be wrong though. Let me just give it a quick look before I might have to shut off the camera and really use both hands here. But it's an interesting green dinosaur, sold for $60 on eBay. Ah, there it is. It was up here. This guy, I think his name was Puffles. but not bad. $60, and this is a Jellycat we found at the good old bin, so we probably paid maybe 30 to 50 cents for this. Not bad considering the cost put into it. Very cool. Definitely be on the lookout for Jellycats. They do sell. I honestly think in some ways they're better even than Pokemon plushes. So awesome find, awesome flip, and we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. And we actually didn't sell a video game, but it's a video game adjacent. It was an Xbox controller. It is right there. Yep, we sold this for $22. We found this also at the good old bins. Very clean, super clean, almost like brand new condition. Not bad. We tested it out. It does work, so that is fantastic. Hopefully we get some positive feedback as well from the buyer, so that would be amazing. Also gonna get this ready to ship out today. And the last item we sold is a vintage toy we found also at the good old bins. I think it is in the E section here, which is right on the side. Yes, E right here. Let me just move this box out of the way. It is quite heavy. It's a vintage FisherPrice toy, actually. It's like a deep sea diver toy. You'll see it in a second here. It was interesting finding this. It just looks really cool. This is like a kid's toy as well. Back in the day, the amount of effort that they would put into these toys is kind of mind-blowing considering how crappy some modern toys are. Now, where is it? It's somewhere here, and there it is, right on the side, right in front of me. I couldn't even see it. So this guy right here, really cool. Like the paint detail and just like even the articulation and just effort they put in this figure for like a little kid's toy back in the 80s is kind of wild. This might have been early 80s, late 70s, but really interesting toy. And this actually sold for, I believe, $20 on eBay, and we're also gonna get this one ready to ship out today. So there you have it. That is all the items that we actually were able to sell over the weekend. I wasn't able to list a lot during the week, so that might have been one of the reasons why we didn't sell a lot. Like, this is pretty low. Like, we usually do 10 plus items throughout the week, so this is probably the lowest amount that we've sold in a while, which is not horrible. You know, I know that I can do better on eBay. I know we can list more on eBay as well and source more. It is garage sale season, so I have a feeling our eBay store is going to pop off, at least with listings. It's gonna be wild, so stay tuned for all of that, and stay tuned for all the picking at yard sales in the next coming weeks. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And with that being said, guys, may your carts always be full.